What's going on, everybody? So it's 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning. Finally, I guess, getting caught up again. Of course, it didn't rain a drop yesterday, but there's been a pretty bad sickness going through my house where my wife had it first, then my kids, and of course now it gets to me. So I got sick about 2 days ago pretty bad to where I still went to work, but I mean, I was miserable. And then we hardly slept that night. So yesterday, there's just no way I was going to be able to do the properties I've got scheduled because they're pretty physically taxing. So I was just like, I'm just going to give it a day. I'll do them Thursday. And then I was already going to have to mow Saturday anyway. So, but yeah. I'm a little better now, but this property, it's my biggest one. It's actually two separate ones, I guess, but they touch. The lady owns both of them. And they're separated by just one driveway down the middle, but it's right at 2 acres. And that does take a while, especially I don't have a commercial mower. It's 54-inch deck, you know, it is what it is, but it's all the trimming on this property, because there's 2 ditches by the road that stretch the length of the property line. So 2 ditches that you can't get a mower on. You got both houses. She's got a fenced-in backyard. I'm going to show y'all most of this too, but several storage buildings, and then another area in the back that's too rough for a mower to get on, so I trim it too just to get it knocked down. But it's probably about the first time I did this yard, it took me 3 hours and 15 minutes to do both, and about an hour of that was on a trimmer. So yeah, I was feeling it. So today we'll see. I'm probably gonna have to and that was only single cutting it because it was dry as a bone that first time I did this yard. But it's super long because she's already a bi-weekly and we've had all this rain. It rained even more last night, so I know this yard's gonna be wet. And I normally cut it at 2.75, but today I'm gonna have to do it high, and just to keep from making a mess, I'll probably do it at 3.25. And then I know I'm going to have to go over it again just to spread the clumps out. So it's probably going to take me 4 hours today to do both of these. So we'll just have to see. But it's definitely overgrown. We've got dandelions, and I'll show y'all. It's tall, but super nice lady. Her husband, he's a retired firefighter. Very nice family. So very grateful that she called me about this property. Like I said, I've only done it once and it took me a good while, but it's pretty technical. There's a lot of trimming. So this is probably the only part of the video I'll make today, because I'm gonna have to hustle and try to do a couple more after this, and y'all have seen those already anyways, but I'm gonna have to do at least one more after this because he's already paid me. But yeah, so I'll try to get some mowing footage on this one and show you everything I have to trim and all, and try to see a before and after. But anyways, let's get on it. Hope y'all are having a good one. Yeah, this done got tall over the last 2 weeks. We're gonna see if we can get her cleaned up though. Got some dandelions. But we're gonna get her dialed back in. It already looks better than last time. Last time it was very brown, very dry last time. So we're gonna get her back right. But yeah, you can see just this driveway separates both these properties, but lots of more trimming back there where you can't see yet. I'll show y'all later. But a lot of stuff to trim around. Well, I got it all mowed up. It took about 2.5 hours of just mowing because it's wet, it's thick, everything in front of the house I went over twice. That way from the road it looks, clumps all spread out and stuff. In the back I didn't worry about it as much because you can't see it as much, and when it dries out it'll look fine. But I made sure to double the front by the road, that way people driving by, it looks nice and even. So yeah, my goal with this trimming, man, if I can do it in less than an hour, I'm gonna be stoked about that, because it's a lot. Mainly the 2 ditches out front, I'm gonna do that first. You get you get that done, you got it licked. But yeah, I'm gonna fill the 2620 up, and we're gonna let her rip. See if I can get it done quick. I still got another biggish one to get done after this one, before I can go home. So get this trimming knocked out, and then I'll show y'all everything, how it looks once it's done. A lot of trimming around all this stuff. Buildings, trailers, equipment, barns, all up the side of here, that house, that little hillside, that concrete pad. Still got to do the fenced-in backyard and the front of the other house. Whew. I'm ready to be done. Well, took me the full 4 hours today. I had to double cut the front to, spread as much clumps out as possible. So that's a lot of it, but just a lot of trimming on this one. But looks a whole lot better than it did. I'll show you the front when I'm leaving, but still got one more to do, and it's a bigger one too, but I still should be home before 6, I hope. But anyways, if y'all are watching this, thank you so much for watching. Comments, concerns, tips, tricks, questions, any of that, let me know what it looks like, and what if you would have done anything different. 3 1/4 on the front horizontally, and then I raised it up to 3 1/2 and did it vertically to spread some out. When the sun's out, it's not right now, but stripes are definitely in it from the road for sure when you're driving by. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, comment down below whatever's on your mind. Hope y'all have a good rest of the week. Thanks. Yeah, I'll put my seatbelt on in a minute.